Hello and welcome to Think About It, where we have two primary goals. The first, to get you to think about it, and the second, to have this one guy named Dave start to think a little bit and maybe pass the message along to his friends. You see, Dave seems to think that George W. Bush is still to blame for our nation's economy, and all this discussion about increasing the debt ceiling has him really livid at George W. Let me help you all out a little bit by relating this to home finances. If you and your family are head over heels in credit card debt, you're unlikely to think to yourself the best way to get out of this is to spend more money. If you're an alcoholic trying to kick the habit, most likely your counselor is not going to advise that you have 3 stiff ones and see how that does you. If you're trying to lose weight, the best place to hang out is not Tim Hortons, where you have a gift card for $25 and you're able to go and get whatever you want, thinking that perhaps eventually you'll eat your way back to health and a lower weight. You see, what bothers me the most from both sides of the aisle in this debt ceiling debate is the default forfeit opinion that no matter what, we will increase that debt ceiling. It's just a matter of how many cuts we can bargain for in the process. Why do we automatically think we need to increase the debt ceiling? In our own families, none of us would pursue that course of action. Well, we don't want to default to the foreign markets. We'll go haywire. They need us as much as we need them. Well, we can't do that. It's the full faith and confidence in the... Nobody really has that much faith and confidence in us right now. Our economy is in a shambles because we spend too much. And so I would simply implore all of my liberal friends who seem to think that spending and further taxing the wealthy is the answer to really consider what you're talking about. If anybody out there receives a paycheck from a business, most likely that business owner falls into the category of the wealthy. And so if you're willing to have your job sacrificed so that they can pay the increase in taxes, I guess that's a very magnanimous gesture on your part. Walk right into your boss's office and say, hey, Chief, take me out first because I so strongly believe in these policies. And then maybe an entire cottage industry of bumper stickers that said, I got fired because I support Obama would take off, and we'd see them on Priuses everywhere. Until then, may I offer a radical idea? Everybody who says we can't get to a solution through cutting has never tried to cut. In your family, when your bills are out of control, most likely you'll stop the satellite TV, drop one of the cell phones, and quit buying new clothes every month. And it's painful, and yeah, the kids are going to gripe every once in a while when you pass by their favorite restaurant and go home to eat a homemade meal for much less money. But those things sometimes hurt for a reason. You can't lose weight without sacrificing the Twinkies. You're not going to stop drinking until you stop surrounding yourself with alcohol. And in Washington, you'll never get to a solution unless you just try out the crazy radical idea of making some painful cuts along the way and becoming a government that does less for its people. Novel. Think about it.